Welcome to TJ Militaria. I've only done one video this week, but it should be quite an interesting one. What we're going to talk about today is some of the old vintage cigarette packets and the cigarette packaging and the contents that were actually held within this packaging, and the difference between modern day and sort of what was smoked in the past. So I'll go dive straight into it. In front of me, we've got a number of the old branded boxes from the 1920s, 30s through to the 50s, early 60s. What we're going to start on with first is a packet of senior service. Now, you can see it's a nice clean box. It's clearly marked on the ends with senior service. On the top here, we've got NAAFI stores for HM forces. Now, researching these is quite difficult to actually put a date down to which period of time they're from, but I believe these are sort of from the late 40s through to the 50s. If anybody could correct me on that, just drop a comment in the comment section below. Inside you have two sealed packs of 10. I'm not going to open them because the original cigarettes are actually still inside the packaging, but as you can see, it's a nice traditional cardboard box, nothing special, but a very sort of classic style that was actually used in that period of time. I'm going to now move on to a pack of a little bit more traditional, what people recognize, and this was the Navy cut tobacco. Now, this is a much older packaging, and this would date from the 30s through to the 40s, when it started to change shape to the senior service style printing. You can see the difference between printing. This is more sort of coloured and sort of not as sharp as senior service, but when I compare them, you can just tell. I believe you can just tell between the fonts. A more modern font than an older font. So again, this packet, it's got on the side players medium navy cut. It's got 20 cigarettes on the outside, and on the front you've got the manufacturer. Now inside here you've got, it's the tobacco that counts. Now opening up in here, you can see we've got the original 20 John Players cigarettes inside the packaging. Now, these will have all probably nicely dried out now, and I wouldn't dare want to smoke this because I think lighting it with a match, you just get one woof of smoke. Now, there was a couple of videos on YouTube where a chap's opened up a tin of 50 from the 1920s and actually smoked it and said it was one of the best smokes of his life. So, because the tobacco content in these was actually all original and there was no chemicals added to it. So again, this is a nice sort of complete packet of the traditional Navy cut cigarettes. The Navy cut actually came in several sizes. So this is a 10 pack here. There's no cigarettes inside here, but they also did a 5 pack as well, which is quite unusual. Again, this is in the sort of more traditional, the older era of printing and writing as compared to the more modern packets. So moving on with the military theme, we got WD-HO wheels Gold Flake. Now Gold Flake's been around since turn of the century, and I did actually have a tin of 50 Gold Flake that was actually in a sealed tin, where so the cigarettes inside would have been as fresh as the day that they were put inside the packaging. Now this packaging here is marked on the outsides with Will's Gold Flake, and on the top again you've got the NAAFI stores for HM forces, which sort of dates this to sort of, I'm not 100% certain on it yet. We're talking again late 40s, 50s, very early 60s, because you've got the more modern cellophane around the actual packaging, which tends to make me believe that this is a more later than sort of 40s, 30s. Now, a new piece that we've actually just picked up in the last week is this. Now, I'm really pleased with this. This is a box of 50 medium players Navy cut. Now, on the outside of the box, you can see the box is in excellent condition, and you've got 50 players medium cut Navy cut cigarettes, and you've got the seal band still on the actual on the actual box. Now, when you open the box, inside here you can see you get a nice clean box that opens up, and you also get a card which was part of these was always inside these boxes, which obviously people collect these cards now, and they're all numbered on the back. Now, what makes this one interesting is this dates this pack of cigarettes to 1916, or this box of cigarettes, and this one here is the number one in the Bygone Beauties, and it's Eliza Linley. Now, this is it's good to get one with the actual an original card inside. I do have a range of cigarette cards, but not in this style. Mine are more in the size of the drum players. Now, pop that in there. Now, inside here, you can see you've got the original seal that says that this is 50 cigarettes in here. It's not been broken. And you can see that all the cigarettes are nicely rolled and placed inside here in probably 2 or 3 layers. Again, the problem with these is I wouldn't smoke them because they've probably all dried out nicely. But to actually get one of these boxes with 50 intact cigarettes inside is actually very, very rare, and especially with the first card in a group for collecting these cigarette cards. So yeah, really pleased with that. If anybody's interested in any Tobaccania, which is a bit of an unusual one that a lot of people don't know, which is the collection of tobacco related items, lighters, we do have a range of we have trench lighters, we have old traditional brass lighters, I've got empty cigarette boxes, we've got all the different types, wild woodbine, the red cherry, or something similar to that. But if you go on the website, we've got multiples of these available for people. Empty boxes, a couple of £, but always nice, always a nice talking piece to put, and also great for the small pack. And if you really want to sort of stretch it out, buy yourself a sealed pack of dated HM Forces WD Gold Flake. I've got the 20, and we've got a nice 1916 box of 50. Probably not ideal for a small pack, but again, still from the 1916, so a great piece to add to any collection in relation to that. I'd just like to thank everybody for coming to the channel and having a look at what I've got. If anybody's got any questions or would like anything particular for me to show what we've got, just let me know and I'll pop them in. As mentioned, the website's in the link below, so if anyone wants to have a look at the website, just jump on there, and I'll see you at the next video. Thank you very much.